Alright, so in the previous videos we looked at the triangle sum inequalities, where we know the third side of a triangle has to fall somewhere between the positive difference and the sum of the other two sides. And then we looked at how we can use angle measures to determine how big the sides are, small, medium, or large anyways, and then vice versa. If we know the size of the sides, we can put in order the sides of the angles. Okay, let's do some mixed review of those two concepts. Okay, all right, so is it possible to construct a triangle with the given side lengths of 3, 6, and 9? So I'm going to take this third side and I'm going to say, does it fall in between the 3 and the 6? So the difference between 3 and 6, make sure we want the positive difference. I'm going to do 6 first. And then the sum, 6 plus 3 is 9. Does 9 fall in between 3 and 9? So if I look at this side, 3 is less than 9. Yes. 9 is less than 9. No, 9 is equal to 9. So no, I cannot make a triangle with those two sides. Okay. The next one that we look at is give all possible values of possible lengths of the third side of the triangle given the lengths of the other two sides are 3 and 4. Okay, so again, I'm going to look at, I have these two. My third side, we don't know what it is. I'm going to call it T with the little tail on the end so it doesn't accidentally look like a plus sign to me. 3 and 4, so that's my third side. I'm going to do 4 minus 3, so I get a positive difference, which is 1. And these are meters. And then 4 plus 3 is 7, and these are meters. So I know that T is going to fall in between 1 meter and 7 meters. Anywhere in between 1 and 7 meters. Okay? When I look at number 3 on my mixed review, list the sides and the angles in order from smallest to largest. So I want to start with my smallest. So my smallest side is KL. So KL is my smallest side, which means if I go back across the triangle, I can find my small angle is angle J. And I've used all 3 letters of the triangle JKL for my small angle and my small side. Then when we look at medium, my next size up is going to be this 25. So this is my medium side, and it is J to L. It's a segment. When I go across to find my medium angle, I'm going to find angle K is my medium angle. And when I check for my medium, I've got J, K, L. All my letters are accounted for. Okay. Then my biggest side is that 28 length right here. So this is big J to K. And then the angle that is the biggest angle is the one across from it, which is angle L. And JKL, I did use all my letters for my large side and my large angles. So I can feel confident that I have the correct answer. Okay, let's get number 4. Is it possible to construct a triangle with these given side lengths, 28, 34, and 39? So I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to identify a third side. You can pick any one you want. I usually just go with the last one. I'm going to find the difference in the first two, and again, I want the positive distance, so difference. I'm going to do 34 minus 28, and then I'm going to do the sum, 34 plus 28. So when I do 34 minus 28, I get 6, and when I do 34 plus 28, I get 62. So does 39 fall in between 6 and 62? 6 is less than 36, yes. 36 is less than 62, yes. So yes, I can make a triangle out of 28, 34, and 39. All right, number 5, give all possible values of possible lengths of the third side x of the triangle given the lengths of the other two sides. So basically it's just saying find the difference, find the sums of these two sides so we know where x has to fall. We're calling it x this time according to the directions instead of t, and that's fine. Okay, so again we want the positive distance, so I'm going to do 18 minus 12, and then I'm going to do 18 plus 12. So 18 minus 12 is 6, and 18 plus 12 is 30. And my units here, we should include units, are feet. So x has to be between 6 and 30 feet. Okay, the next one, again, I'm going to subtract, and I want the positive distance, so 23 minus 10, and then 23 plus 10, which is going to give me 13 yards to 33 yards. Oops, 33 yards. So x has to fall between 13 yards and 33 yards. Okay, now when I look at the next one, if I do 2 and 40, I would get 38 and 42, but what units would I put? Look, this one's tricky. I've got feet and I've got inches, which means I'm not going to be able to just subtract and add. I need to change these either both into feet or both into inches. Now, since this 40 isn't divisible by 12, I'm going to get a decimal for how many feet it is. So instead, I'm going to change my feet to inches, because I know every 2 feet is 12 inches. So if I do, or every foot is 12 inches. So if I have 2 feet, 2 times 12 means I have 24 inches. So instead of thinking that this is 2 feet, I'm going to think of it as 24 inches, so that way my answer can be in inches. Okay? All right, so I'm going to look at my biggest 40 minus 24 and 40 plus 24. So 40 minus 24 is 16, and these are inches, and 40 plus 24 is 64, and those are also inches. So x has to be somewhere between 16 inches and 64 inches. Okay? All right, let's look at number 6. Just 2 more to go. Number 6, is it possible to construct a triangle with the given side lengths 35, 120, and 125? So again, I'm going to pick a side to be my third side, and then I'm going to take the difference, 120 minus 35, and the sum, 120 plus 35. 120 minus 35 is 85. 120 plus 35 is 155. I want to know, does that 125 fall in between 85 and 155? So 85 is less than 125? Yes. 125 is less than 155? Yes. So yes, I can make a triangle. All right, and the last one in this mixed review lists the sides and angles in order from largest to smallest. Now, a triangle can only have one obtuse angle in it. So if you have an obtuse angle, you know that's your largest angle. Okay, so that 127 angle N does have to be my big angle, being at 127. So my big angle is angle N. And across from that is my big side, which is MP. And then we can see we used all 3 letters for our largest sides and angles. Okay, here's my problem with the next one. On the next one, I only know this angle is 24. They didn't tell me what angle M is. Now, P looks like it might be smaller than M, but it doesn't tell me my picture is to scale, so I can't trust my picture. I have to actually do the math and check. So if this, I know that the 3 angles of a triangle, the triangle sum theorem says the 3 angles in my triangle have to add up to 180. So if I've used 127 degrees and I've used 24 degrees, let's see, that means I've used a total of 127 plus 24, 151 degrees. There's 180 degrees total. So if I take away the 151, that will tell me what's left for this angle right here, angle M. That's going to tell me there are 29 degrees left for here. Okay? So if I'm going from largest to smallest, I already went with my biggest angle, 127, so my next biggest angle would be this 29. This is my medium angle. So if 29 angle M is my medium angle, then across from that is going to be my medium side, NP. Okay? Then my next angle, my smallest angle, is going to be that last remaining angle, the 24 degrees. This is my small angle, angle P. And across from that is going to be my shortest side, or my smallest side, which is MN. Okay, so again, if you're missing one of your angles, that's okay. You can still use your triangle sum theorem to figure out what that last angle is so that you can still order your angles and your sides. That's not going to work if you're missing a side, because sides don't necessarily add up to anything in particular. They add up to a perimeter, which can be different for every triangle. But if you're missing an angle, you can still complete this type of a problem. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. If you still have any questions, please join Sync Time with your teacher and ask or attend tutoring. Thank you again. Bye.